Okay, so today we're finally going out to see the temples. Ida, our Italian friend, hooked us up with one of her friends who's a tuk-tuk driver, and he speaks really well English. And we're going to Angkor Wat and several of the other temples in the area. So this should be fun today. Everything is just so casual here. These girls next to us were just carrying on a casual conversation on their mopeds as if they were in a car next to each other. I was hoping they would keep talking, but I think they're done now. Yay, we finally made it to the Angkor Wat ticket booth.
I can already smell incense.
Yeah, and look, this is the moat. The moat for the, you can see some of the ruins over there. Walking across the entrance here. Okay, so I think this would be a good time to mention that Angkor Wat is a big thing for me. It's one of the most inspirational places that I've drove me to travel. Many people know Angkor Wat because of the Tomb Raider movie, but I've actually never even seen that.
Or Illusion of Gaia.
Yeah, Illusion of Gaia is what got me. It's a Super Nintendo game from the early 90s that inspired my drive for both a love of history and a love of travel. It's a game that is based in the 1500s during the Age of Exploration, and the main character goes to different sites around the world, and one of the sites is, of course, Angkor Wat, which is our first stop around the world from that game. So, big deal coming here. It's like some kind of photography for maybe a wedding or something. Alright, we're going in. It appears as though many weddings take place here. That's very cool. This is just the entrance. Wow, over there's a horse underneath that tree. This guy's got a GoPro too. Here's where we just walked through, across the moat, down to the grass fields. Okay, we're inside the main temple now. It's important to remember too that Angkor Wat is the largest religious structure ever built by man, ever. That's interesting. So, and it's not even, it's old, but it's not like ancient. It's not like thousands of years old. It's like something like 1,000 or so. Yeah, now this is awesome here. There's some scaffolding here. It looks like they're trying to do some restorative work, but.
Details of the carvings.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're so amazing.
And the ceiling, look how far that goes up. Some monks over here. Nowhere to go but up. Wow. More of these big hallways. Some do not enter areas here too.
Crazy stairs.
Yeah, giant stones up to the, looks like the main citadel here in the middle. You can see the spires on the side. Some people are up there, so it looks like we can get a good view. Over there's where we were a little bit ago.
imagine climbing those stairs 1,000+ years ago in
Yeah.
these robes.
Yeah, it's crazy because this place has been like rediscovered and abandoned like multiple times. You know, like French explorers found it after it was abandoned by the locals, and then it was forgotten again, and then it was rediscovered like in the early 1900s. And then unmaintained during the Vietnam War, and then remaintained later on. This is gonna be one hell of a stair climb. Well, we made it up the stairs. Yeah, wow, this is all the way up here at the top. There's the main like spire right there. I would call it the Citadel. Yeah. The fact that they built something of this magnitude of stone at this height, that's unbelievable. We're certainly not even building stuff out of stone like that now. This overlooks the jungle. Every wall has a carving like this, no matter where you go in this place. Okay, this is perfect here. You can see the area we came from. Far off over there is the ticket entrance. And we walk straight down that path and over the moat. And yeah, down there's where we were walking around earlier. And here we are underneath the center spire, so it's straight down across the path to the moat. This lone statue is just sitting right here in the hallway. Then you get here to the other side of the main spire, and it looks similar to where we were at a minute ago. I guess you would consider this the backyard of the place. Still inside the fence. Look at these carvings. It just keeps going, going. And this is just one hallway that we took. I wonder how long it took just to etch all this. I guess here's the outer backyard. And there's the little fence. Oh, what's this? Liz spotted something.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's the black crystal sunglasses that are outside of Angkor Wat. Okay, that's stupid. But
I know, we're geeks, it's okay.
But in the game Illusion of Gaia, you have to find these sunglasses that are right outside of Angkor Wat. And it's actually at the spot we're at right here. If you've played the game, then this is basically right where it is. So you need those sunglasses in order to see in the dark on what, the third level?
Yeah, the 3rd floor.
The 3rd floor of the temple.
There's diamonds floating around.
It's too dark to see without the dark crystal glasses. Here's the path that walks right along the outer fence here. We're gonna go this way and see what's left to see on the way before we meet with Savuen, our tuk-tuk driver. He went to the other side of the temple to pick us up. And yeah, take us to some other places. He is really cool. Here's the rear entrance to Angkor Wat. Okay, again, that is the rear entrance to the main temple, and this entire path is still within the confines of Angkor Wat. And up ahead is what I'm thinking is the actual rear entrance. This is a very big place. There's a breach in the wall there where they cut out the road so they can get through, but you see the wall goes all the way that way. We'll go check out and see what this is like. I don't think Liz can make this climb, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, I was wrong. This is not the exit gate. It looks like it goes on farther. Liz couldn't make that climb because it was very, very slippery. Even I slipped. But I'm the only one in here. That's crazy cool. I'm the only one in this little place. Now here's the back side of the place that I was just inside. And here's the rest of the moat. So we finally caught to the real exit here. I mean, this place, you gotta realize how big this place is, because this huge moat right here goes all the way around it in almost a perfect square. So cats here like to play with chickens apparently.
Before they eat them.
Alright. coming up. All right, so we just got dropped off at our next stop. First, there's a lake we need to view with a crumbled temple, actually. And then across the road there, we're going to that place. Up ahead here, we're gonna check out the lake. Sasrong, that's the name of this lake. And like Savuen said, they had a temple, but he said it broke. So as you see, there's scaffolding to try to restore it. Yeah, yeah. See some boats out there. This Bante is the name of this temple complex that we're going through here, across from the lake temple. Very cool. Now this place is definitely what I would consider ruins, because this place is ruined. It's not like Angkor Wat, not quite as together. This place must be older too. I'm not quite sure the history on this place. But some of these stones look like they could just be pushed over. Yeah. Although they have put a little bit of wooden scaffolding and even some metal scaffolding there to try to keep it together.
It's like amazing.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And here's a really old and big tree. Okay, we just walked down this path here, and it looks like this must be the rear entrance slash exit for us. This is a much smaller complex than Angkor Wat, but equally as interesting. Definitely more ruined than Angkor Wat. Alright, and now we are at our final destination for the day. Well, not our final destination, we still got to go see the sunset over Angkor Wat. But this place is, I'm terrible at pronouncing these. It's like Throm Prawn, something like that. So, but anyway, so we just had lunch. And I had invited our driver to have lunch, and I took care of him. So I thought it was a nice gesture. So he wants us to go have dinner with his family on Sunday. So that's kind of neat. It'll be a neat experience. It is very quaint here. Lovely shade. Savuen said that these ruins are a little more disrupted by the trees than Angkor Wat is. That explains why the last place was so shambled up, because the jungle's just growing up amongst it. Like right here, you can see where these walls have all but collapsed. And the jungle's completely consumed this wall. Grown all the way up. Yeah, this tree right here grew right up through the middle of that, and you can see they had to put a large metal scaffolding to stop it. Right, it's from its break point there. Just over this wall is an incredible amount of vegetation, and you can see there's stone walls and stuff over there that are covered in vegetation. So I'm not sure if those are even areas you can access. Very long hallway here. And this is more toward the center of this place. Okay, I think this might be the main attraction here because that's where everybody's congregated. Seems to be the least destroyed part of the place. Coming to the end of this place. And here's the exit. Okay, now this is too cool right here. Bayon, actually, we forgot completely that we needed to go to Bayon. That's a very, very famous temple area, and he's taking us directly there now. But you can see the Angkor Wat area as we drive by.
Elephants.
Yeah. Statues of elephants. Oh yeah, look at that. Our driver, Savuen, he's been really cool. Not only did he have ice cold water for us to take on the trip, he also had a little Tupperware container with these little towels rolled up that have cold water and eucalyptus in them. So they're really refreshing. So every other temple we go to, we get one of these out and wipe down with. Very cool. So as I said before, this is Bayon, which is another major temple here in the Angkor area. And this one's famous for the giant stone faces. See up there? There's a couple of them up there. Those are kind of eroded a little bit, but there's some that are pretty well intact that we should come across. Yeah, and you made it. And here's some of the stone faces that are more intact. I think it's interesting to note that every one of these places we've been to has all been within very close proximity of each other. Less than 10-minute ride from Tuk Tuk. It's pretty cool down there. Now these carvings are really, really good here. I didn't film too much back where we were just at, not because the place isn't huge and there's not a lot to see, but just there was more people there than any place we've been to today, so it wouldn't have been that good of footage. But this is awesome. Here's one last view here from the exit of this place. You can see a lot of the stone faces up there. So this is a little bonus temple on the way. He said this is the Temple of Baboons. We're gonna check it out while we're waiting for the time to go for the sunset. This isn't even all the way to the top. This is just part of the way up. I don't know if we can go all the way up. We've climbed so much, her knee's about to give out.
I'm proud of myself though.
Yeah, I am too. Alright, I did it. I made it as far as you can go. There's a few more steps there, but they're blocked off to go to the tippy top. But it's just me and these guys over here. Liz couldn't make it. Her knee was giving up too much. It was even a bit much for me. Maybe if we'd come here first. Oh, if we'd come here first, she could have made it. But we've already went through 3 different temples that had large stairs, and this is just a bonus one. So I'm just going to walk around up here at the top, and I'll see you guys when we go watch the sunset. So coming down, I run into Liz on the other side of the temple coming down, because the way these staircases work, they only go up or down. So she made it over here about the same time as me. That's funny. So we're leaving the Bayon area now, and we're seeing monkeys everywhere. We saw a couple on the way in, but you see some?
I'm looking.
Yeah, we saw a bunch on the way in.
There's one on top of the car.
Yeah. Up here they have elephants. We saw one back there too.
Hi, my name is Savuen. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, he's been our driver today. He's been wonderful. And
Thank you.
yeah, if you come to Siem Reap, have him take you to Angkor Wat.
Thank you. Yeah. If you want me, come to Siem Reap. You can find me.
Okay, so here's the deal. You notice it's still daylight. We haven't shown any kind of sunset. They only let 300 people into the temple, and even though our driver knew that and brought us here super early, that line was so outrageous. We stood in it for over a half hour and it barely moved, and the sun's going to go down in about 15 minutes, and there's not enough clearage of people for us to get up there in time to see the sunset.
We got maybe a third of the way through the line, if even that.
Yeah. So, we opted just to use the daylight as the way to get back rather than get up there and get any more disappointed than we already were. But overall, it was a really good day.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to cut the video off here. If you guys liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you come to Siem Reap and you want our driver, I will put his information in the description and you can call him.